Hi there, I'm Cher Johnston, and welcome to my happy place. Today we're going to do Roxy's Journal of Stitchery. I have a pattern for this on my Ko-fi page. I put a link in the description, and this is what we're going to work on today. This is a little napkin something. I got it in Happy Mail from my friend Michelle. I'm going to put a link to her channel as well. This is what we're doing today. This is one of the prompts was your own embroidery. Then the next prompt was trims, and I totally forgot to share these. These are Tula Pink trims, and I love them. I've only used one or two of them, little bits and pieces. They're scissors, which I just love. And I love this one. This is upside down. The sewing machine. And this, I have some of this fabric in my quilt. And then here's just some other of the trims. I got two packages. I don't know if you can still get this. I got it at a quilt shop in LA that's no longer with us. So here's the pattern that I have. What I did is I flipped it over and I used my heat transfer pen. I wanted to show it to you and I don't know where I put it now. And then you iron it on, and then I can put my heat erasable dots and stuff on it and then iron those off, and that's not going to come off. So one more thing that I wanted to share with you. I'm making this quilt, this hexagon quilt with a lot of the Tula Pink fabrics in it. And I've shared pieces of that, and maybe I'll show it to you again at the end of this one. But I put a link to this on my Ko-fi site as well. Not this exactly, but it's just a hexagon grid that you can use to map out. See, if you make a hexagon that's this big, I mean, if you have a piece that's this big, which is what I'm doing, right? Then I can take this and then know that I'm going to put a hexagon and a half hexagon, and then a hexagon here, a half, a hexagon, a half. See what I'm saying? So you can map out your quilt. I thought that was kind of cool. Thought I'd share it with you guys. So what I'm going to do today, first, I've shown these dot grids before. This is from a book called The Geometry of Hand Sewing by, I'm sorry, I don't remember her name, but it's called The Geometry of Hand Sewing. And it has these 2 pages of dot grids in the back of the book. And I use them a lot. I cut them up to make them easier to use. And I'm going to put dot, wait, I want to start right here at the bottom. I'm going to put, this is the diamond dot grid to do hearts, because you need hearts. If it says love, you need hearts, right? There we go. I have to remember sometimes that if I can just shut up, then I can fast forward through boring stuff like that. Okay, I have my needle here And I have this Aurifil thread. The color is 1100. I'm going to start here at the bottom. And as I'm doing this, you can either get out your phone or do screenshots. There we go. When I first learned this one, I had to do screenshots for myself so that I could remember all the steps. So there's step one. You want a diamond grid like this, like a Y, okay? And if you don't have a dot grid, you just do 3 lines, okay? Then step 2 is down here and back up at the bottom, okay? Step 3, down here and up at the side, wrap the thread around, and pull through. Then you're going to go down, and I'm going to go back up to this point because I'm going to do stacking. I'm doing stacking hearts. I'm going to go down here and up there, wrap the thread around, then you don't want to pull too tight because you want it to be kind of loopy, okay? Then back down on the outside to anchor it, and then up again at the bottom there, okay? Then again, I'm going to go down here and up at the other side. And then to the center of that to start the next one. Again down here, up there. Back down to the bottom for the second half. Okay, I got distracted by an Amazon guy. So this is the thread, or the embroidery, blah, blah, blah. This is the silk ribbon that I painted last week. My gosh, it's been a week since I posted anything. It's been a week since I've filmed, and I'm like definitely out of practice. So I'm going to go do I'm going to do a rose. This, I noticed that this had a stain there. I didn't really care, but after I got it all prepared, I realized that there's stuff all over this. It is antique, or at least vintage, and it's rather worn and torn. I'm gonna do one of these roses where you do starts with a colonial knot. Then it has, I don't like to use pieces of fabric that are this big. Maybe I should get a hoop. Nah, I don't like using a hoop either. All right, I'm going to do I always want to call this a Y stitch. It's a fly stitch. You make a Y. And yeah, my ribbon got twisted. It's fine. I'm going to go down here. I'm going to come back up over here and make another Y stitch. This one's going to come down here, go up here, wrap around, come down there. Yes, yes, yes. Now my my colonial knot is really standing up there. So I'm going to have to fill this in quite a bit and kind of make it stand up as well. And I think some of them have to overlap others. Yes, yes, yes. Let's go here. I'm making sure not to pierce the ribbon at the back. I want to come up, go down here and come up right in between where that space is. Wrap around, pull through. This is the same ribbon that see, it's still doing it. I painted it with my Inktense pencils or blocks, and I noticed later that the ink is coming off on the fabric. So I got out some, I did this. I have, this is just watercolor, and I used some heat set fabric painting medium, and this I think worked better. So I'm gonna try it again. I mean, I'm gonna try the pink on the silk ribbon, but also I did it and then I dried it and then I washed it and I ironed it and I did all kinds of stuff to it. I don't think it's gonna come off, but I'm gonna try the silk ribbon again, and maybe I'll do no. Yeah, if I do turquoise, that's not the same thing because that's watercolor. I think I might have a turquoise Inktense. Now this time I'm just going to do a straight stitch like that. There we go. That's a nice. Now I'm going to do a blah, 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 rosebud, a detached chain stitch, rosebud. And then I'm going to here I just want some colonial knots. Just because. I think we're just going to do 3 here. Oh, maybe 3. If I can make it happen. Okay, now, oh, that's kind of cute. All right. Okay, what I have here are some DMC. This is DMC tapestry wool. That's what this is. It's a different color, but, and I also have some DMC, oh, what is this called? I forget what it's called, but it's not stranded cotton. It's like a matte. matte blah 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 something or other. I forget. And I have a number 20 embroidery. No, it's a number 20 chenille needle. There we go. And I want to use this because I think it's going to cover a lot quickly. I haven't used this for a while. Forgot I had it. I've been cleaning. You ever, start cleaning and you go, oh yeah, I thought I had a blah 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 blah. Yes, I do. Have a blah 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 blah. All right, I'm going to do a bunch of detached chain stitch right here. Now, this is going to, let's do this side first. It's going to be a weird shape because I want it to just fit inside this shape. I thought about painting this first. I'm going to paint it all pink. And then I decided against that because I'm going to also make some flowers. So, flowers aren't pink. I mean, oh God, I can't even think today. I'm going to make some leaves. I got, I got very distracted by social media. And I told myself last night, you have to stop. Can't keep on and on and on X, Facebook. Every time I would go, oh, I wanted to order some. I talked to my niece, and she has a Walmart.com membership, and she could order stuff for me there. So I was going to go to Walmart.com and look and see if they had these mailer things that I want. And I opened my laptop and I still had Facebook open. So stupid. I end up lost for an hour or two, or it may have been all night. I don't remember. Anyways, so I told myself last night, no more, just stop it. Then my daughter called me this morning to talk about the dead thing. She paid somebody to come out and find the dead thing in her truck. But he got rid of it, but the smell's still there. She expected him to, I don't know. Anyways, so we ended up talking about X. She downloaded X. So while we were on the phone, she went down this rabbit hole. I told her not to go because she'd go down a rabbit hole, but she did. 2 hours we were on the phone. And then, you know what? I didn't get my house cleaned this morning because they're going to come. She's going to come with the kids. With my grandson. He has boxing classes in Burbank. So she comes here. She picks him up from school and they come here for about an hour or so. And I usually try to clean because it drives her crazy to be in my house when it's such a mess. But you know what? It's her fault that it didn't get cleaned. So there. So there. There you have it. There you go. Sorry, I just hit the camera. So I finally just had to say, enough. That's enough. Enough is enough. I have to just go to my happy place and be there for a while. I'm not sure I like this. This yarn tapestry wool. Looks like yarn to me. I'll have to show you the other thing that I've been making. I've been making these hanging towels. My sister, I don't know how it came up, but I talked to my sister on the phone a lot. And she shared that with me. I totally wrecked this fabric. Speaking of siblings, saw a post on Facebook that talked about the most common birthdays in the US. The single most common birthday in the US is September 9th. I have a brother born on September 9th, and I think it's the seventh one is September 16th. I have a brother and a sister born on September 16th, 8 years apart. I have 4 siblings. They all have birthdays in September. So weird, right? Okay, now I'm going to use this one. This is that DMC matte something or other. And I'm going to get a different needle because I want to leave that one threaded. All right, I'll be back. Okay, this one I'm going to draw like a circle, sort of. Yeah, because I'm going to do one of those shouldn't try to tell you what I'm doing before I do it if I don't know what exactly I'm doing. This is a wheel, a buttonhole wheel, that's what it's called. All right. I didn't leave room in the center for a center. Maybe I'll just make it wonky. Whoops. I'm going to do more heart stitches here, but without the grid. Okay, next I'm going to do whatever these are called. It has a stem right down the middle there. I have my green, this is green Aurifil thread. I think it's called Olive. Okay, 2 color choices, pink or pink. We'll do pink. Let's do and I think I'm just going to do some colonial knots or French knots. Let's start at the top with a French knot and see what it looks like. Because I don't think I can make little tiny French knots with this yarn. I think they're just going to be kind of big. Yeah, see? That's fine. Let's do a 2 wrap French knot. And let's cross over the stem. Just because I don't want to pull too tight because I don't have proper needle. I'm not sure that this would fit in my milliner's needle. I don't know. Alright, let's try a colonial knot, just because I like those. Because it's my favorite knot. Oh my gosh. Alright, whatever. This is going to be like dimensional embroidery without even trying. Like it's going to be all puffed up. I don't want to pull too tight because get this needle through there. Uh-oh. What have I done? I think I undid the knot a little bit. It's fine, it's fine. It'll be fine. It's kind of cute, huh? But it has to be really bushy bottom. Just because it started to go that way. So sure, why not? I like these with this yarn. I think I can do a hydrangea also with this yarn. I think I'll stop a minute and see if I have other colors. All right, I have some purple. 580. This is DMC floss. Trying to get rid of all my DMC floss that I have that is sort of, I don't know, kinked. Oh, heck. And it occurred to me that maybe I should try to finish one letter. Because I don't think I can do this all in one video. Even if it's a really long video, I probably can't do it all in one shot. I have made a couple videos that were like an hour long and I didn't have trouble uploading, but I also didn't edit. Like I didn't speed anything up or take anything out, that kind of thing. And I try lately to not edit, but sometimes if I'm just stitching and not talking, it seems like boring, right? Anyway, I think I might have to get some floss and paint it this color, because I was just looking at this. It's really close to this color. It's a tulip pink color. She also uses orange. I don't know if I want to put any orange in my thing. I'm not crazy about orange. My grandson really likes orange. I don't know. I've come to appreciate brown because, excuse me, it is very close to red. All right. Blah, 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 blah. Let's do a bunch of knots here. I saw this video. Marion from Marion's World recently did a video where she showed how she does a colonial knot with one hand. Like she somehow takes her thumb to hold it. Like that. Wow. Look at that. I did it. That's pretty cool, actually. I might have to leave a little bit of room for some other lighter purples. You know, I just realized that I had already figured out how to do colonial knots with my pinky and my thumb. That's what I do. I don't have to put my thing down. Oh, and now I have Twisty, twisty, twisty. I also figured out that I could take my thread and just twist the needle the opposite direction, and it gets all untangly. Now, if I could just figure out how to stay in frame, like on camera. I do have my little washi tape thing there. I got Amity Bloom washi tape before it sold out this time. Pretty cool. I didn't get much, you know, it's kind of expensive. And now I think I need to make a little pink journal, a little Amity Bloom pink journal. That would be fun. All right, I need to find, well, no, why don't I just use this all up first? I have threads back there where I tacked down the back. I had to have a backing fabric with this one because this fabric is so thin. This here, so thin, you'd be able to see stitches. Not all over, but you know. I watch this guy on YouTube on Sundays, and he mentioned this song. Don't worry about a thing. Every little thing's gonna be alright. Oh, I should watch it because I might get a strike. I'd have to blurb that part out. So you're not going to hear my singing voice. I'll have to edit that out because I think I could say it. He said it, but he didn't sing it. He said, that song by Bob Marley, I think it is. Don't worry about a thing, because we know it's all going to be okay eventually. I mean, we might have to go through more crap, but all right. I'm going to find some lighter purple. We'll be back. Oh, this is, I put it away. This is DMC floss, 6 strands. Trying to use up um, all this stranded cotton that I have that's got kinks in it like that. Also, I may have bought more without realizing that I already had some because it's just not organized at all. Um, DMC colors are not organized by number, you know. It seems like in the store though they're kind of all over the place. I went to Michael's the other day because I heard that they have fabric now that Joann's is gone. Um, Gotta say, I was very disappointed. They don't have much fabric selection. And I thought, I don't need to be buying more fabric anyway. I have plenty. I have plenty I need to use. Plenty of embroidery floss as well that I need to just use up. Okay, I have a little tiny space there that I can use for a little greenery, little tiny leaves. Little, what is this? This, I think, is Tuscan olive from that place that I color streams. Rana Tuscan Olive. I think that's what that is. Not 100% sure. Probably. It's my favorite. Oh my gosh. I dropped this on my leg. I thought I thought I was bleeding. Ah! Let's do a thing. Let's do a straight stitch right down the center of this thing. Okay, I have to go eat. So I'll do that. I'll be back. Okay, I just noticed I have almost an hour footage already. So I'm not going to work too much on this, too much more. But I did want to do, um, I painted these yesterday. And I love the way this came out. I love the variegation here. So I want to do some more pink. Also, if you saw my video the other day when I pulled the ribbon through the fabric, it stained it pink, and this one doesn't. So I'm really happy about that. So I'm going to do a little bit more here on camera. I have this pink ribbon. It's very light pink, and I want it to be darker. So I have my Inktense blocks here, and I'm just going to take this and put it over here. This is a block from my Inktense. Here, let me show you the Derwent Inktense blocks. And I really like them. I also have some pencils someplace. I don't know where I put them. And I have this golden heat set fabric painting medium. So I'm going to use this instead of water. I have a little bit in my little well here. And I'm going to use this instead of water and just rub it across the brick there, the block there. And paint it on the fabric. I mean the ribbon. Because I like this color better. Where did I put oh, there it is. I got these, I got the little palette and the brush from Michael's. I was at Michael's the other day, and they had these creatology uh, little bins on clearance for $3, and I thought, oh, that would be a nice storage container. So I bought them just for the containers, and then I like the let's try this. Oh yeah, that's nice. I like the some of the little things that came inside as well. I know it's a kid's thing, but you know. I kind of want to just put my hand in there. But, yeah, you know I don't want to do that. And I can leave the end not painted because that end is going to go in the needle. All right. So I'm going to leave this to dry out. And I'll dry that and iron it later on. But right now we're just going to use this. And I'm going to cut a piece about from my elbow to my hand. And then I have a rather large chenille needle. It's still a little bit sticky. I think I didn't get all of the heat set medium out of it. I did wash it. But yeah, that makes it a little tough. Next time I'm going to wash it a little better. I was just so excited to try it out. Okay. I realized later yesterday I should have just worked on one and finished one of them. But alas, I did not. So we're just going to work on this L now. And I'm just going to do some colonial knots because I like them. And you know what? I'm not going to pull too tight. I'm going to leave them kind of loose and loopy. Let's see how that works out. Yeah, that looks okay. That one doesn't look the same. That's fine. This is a really large. Let's do this. Oh God, how silly. This might not work out very well because I'm going to do a colonial knot and then I'm going to just go back and forth in this ribbon. This is going to be hard to get through the fabric, I can tell already. Because I'm trying to go through the ribbon. There we go. This is my handy dandy little piece of rubber glove. There we go. Ta-da! I was watching this lady on YouTube the other day showing her she was showing a junk journal that she made. She actually said, ta-da! I thought that was cute. Let's do another one of those, just because. Because that was kind of fun. All right, so I'm going to make a colonial knot. And then I'm going to make this one a little bit smaller. I've got about 2 inches there, maybe 1.5 inches. Let's see. This handy dandy little, this is 1.5 inches from there to there. So yeah, it's about 1.5 inches. I think I've done these before, and I think the instructions that I had were to take like 2 or 3 inches, and I probably did 3 inches, and it was too much, and they didn't look right. So I saw Jennifer Clouston do this on, there it is. So I saw Jennifer do this on a video, and she didn't take as much. Oh, see, that's nice. That's really nice. All right. So I don't have enough left to do, I have enough left to do no. Okay. That's my video for today. Well, this is part 1. I'm going to keep filming, but it'll be in a second video. So thanks for joining me. Have a good day. Bye.